Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's been a long while since the last time I uploaded a video, but then here I am. I am back and I have a lot of things in store of you that I will be uploading for the next couple of weeks. But for now, let me just focus in this Sennheiser Momentum Wireless 3 that I've been using for the past couple of weeks now. So here's my long-term review and my unboxing of the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless 3. And for those of you who don't know, I am a big fan of Sennheiser headphones. But then whenever that Sennheiser Momentum and PXC are coming out in the market, I always love getting the PXCs. Probably that has something to do with the pricing or the subtle design cues of the PXCs compared to the very loud design of the Momentum. Okay, so without further ado, I'll do this unboxing to share with you what it feels like and what it sounds like of this bad boy Sennheiser Momentum Wireless 3. And I'll also wanted to share with you if this is still worth it for 2022. Let's find out. I said this before, but I'll say it again. Unboxing of Sennheiser always feels very special. The box is unique and the choice of colors are unique. Well, there's nothing much inside here aside from the foam and the carrying case, but this gorgeous looking carrying case looks and feel good. Although it's not as thick as I wanted it to be, but the color choice and the design cues is very Sennheiser, very minimalist. So inside the case is of course the beautiful looking headphone, and it just feels nice. So let me just put that on the side. Aside from the headphones, inside the carrying case you can find the colored instruction manuals, which are great to have. It's always fun to look at the instruction manual, especially when they're colored. It also comes with a USB-C cable. It feels like a quality made from Sennheiser. Yes, feels good. And another thing is the USB-C to USB-A adapter, which is kind of cool. It's very nice that Sennheiser include this adapter because not all the manufacturer does that. And an audio 3.5 millimeter, which is also nice if you are into a 3.5 millimeter jack, just like myself. So aside from that, despite of how beautiful the case is, I can't help but to notice how disappointing the carrying case is. Although it feels good in hand and the color looks lovely, I still feel that this case is too thin for my lightness. Although in all fairness, I think this carrying case can still protect your headphone from mild scratches and low impact fall, but the foam is too thin. So I hope on the next Momentum Wireless 4, hopefully Sennheiser would be able to provide us a hard carrying case which will protect our precious headphones, especially at this price range. Alright, so moving on to the headphone. The headphones really shines the brightest here in this room. Like hardware wise, this feels really good. The stainless steel complements the design. The genuine leather feels really good. The stitching looks luxurious. And I was actually quite surprised about the color. I intentionally picked the color white, but I didn't expect it to look as good as this. It gives me a classical vibe in a modern design way. So it really looks stunning and it feels good in hand too. Although the headphone in general is comfortable, I wish they add more foam or padding in the headband area because sometimes it gets uncomfortable when you're using this headphone for longer hours that I did not experience when using my PXCs. Checking out the right cuff, we got the 3.5 jack, the USB-C charging port, the pairing and the voice assistant button, the volume down, the pause answer play button, the volume up button, the noise cancelling control, and the LED light that emits green and green when full, red when low, and red and blue when on a pairing mode. The ear cuff padding are also soft and it feels good too. The leather that covers it, it surprisingly doesn't feel warm on the ears. So despite of having the stainless steel accent, this headphone doesn't feel heavy and doesn't feel heavy or doesn't feel uncomfortable in any ways. Okay, now it's taking off the sticker time. Alright, that feels so satisfying. Despite of all the positive compliments of the quality, the design cues, the color choices, the materials, if there is one negative aspect of the design that I wanted to point out, it'll be the hinge to collapse the ear cups. So it may take some time for I to get used to it, but my fingers and this part of my palm always get caught in the hinge. So it's a fair warning. It may not happen all the time, but when it happens, it really hurts. And in my case, that happens quite often. So I'm starting to get used to it, but still happening every once in a while. So just a fair warning, you should better watch out when closing or when opening the ear cups. So before we talk about the sound and the noise canceling, here's the call quality of Sennheiser Momentum Wireless 3. Yes, so this is what the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless 3 sounds like if you were in a phone call in a busy restaurant environment. So you guys will be the judge what it sounds like. So that's how it sounds like when you are in a call using a Momentum Wireless 3 headphone. So now let's talk about the performance of this headphone. But before I proceed, just a quick disclaimer. My opinion is based on what I hear on the music, and I am not a professional musician, but I am a music and headphone enthusiast. So here's my opinion. The approach of Sennheiser Momentum 3 is quite different from what I got used to. So they give emphasis on the bass without forgetting the mids, while the soundstage is good, but it's not as surround as I thought it would be. While separation on the other hand is good in most part. The noise cancelling is okay in most part. It's not as strong as Bose or Sony, but it was naturally block some of the noises around you when you're listening into music, but it's not as strong as the PXC 5502. Everything that I just said is not a problem if you will be buying the Sennheiser Momentum 3, but if you have PXC 550 or contemplating between the two, then you are in a messy problem. Here's what I meant. Let's compare the two bad boys side by side. And I've been using the Sennheiser PXC 550 for a year and a half now. Comparing the looks and the size of the ear cups, you can definitely see that there is more room in the Momentum, and the leather is a little bit different too, but they both feel quite comfortable. And this PXC 550 is so lightweight compared to this headphone, this Momentum Wireless 3. You might probably be thinking, why am I comparing this to? The short answer is because I want consumers who wanted to try Sennheiser to pick the right one that suits for them. So PXE 550 is cheaper, has longer battery life, has a louder volume compared to the Momentums, and it has a better surround sound, but the highs is a little bit too harsh. And it still uses the archaic micro USB as well. So it also has like touch pads, which is nice, but sometimes it's a hit or miss, especially when you're using it outside and when it's cold outside too. Sometimes it affects the sensitivity. While the Momentum Tree, on the other hand, are using buttons, and it feels more quality on hand, and they are now on sale despite the fact that they're a little bit more expensive compared to the PXE 550. But then the sound of this Phantom 3 is leaning on the fun, basic kind of music. Comparing their designs, I think both are beautiful in their own respective ways, to be honest. PXE 5502 is the beauty of subtlety, while the Momentum Wireless 3 is the attention grabber kind of beauty for headphones. So both headphones have their own strength, but for me, I would probably pick the PXC5502 simply because of the better battery life and it has a little bit better noise canceling compared to the Momentum 3. But Momentum 3 on the other hand as a better pick for this is my better pick for design and convenience of USB-C and if you wanted to listen to a fun kind of music. But get PXC550 if you can live with micro USB. In conclusion, Momentum Wireless 3 is a beautiful beast. It doesn't have the best noise cancelling, it doesn't have the best battery life, but a battery life of 16 hours in my usage is like 2.5 days. It's quite decent. It offers quick charge, so I really don't mind charging my headphones once again. And the noise cancelling may not be as good as the Bose or the Sony's, but it was able to naturally block most of the noises in my environment. It doesn't ruin the sound quality that Sennheiser is known for, and it doesn't give me the ringing sensation whenever I put the the noise cancelling at max. So if you would ask me if this is still worth it for 2022, yes, definitely. Considering the price is a little bit cheaper now. It has a very good quality materials and it looks stunning too. But if you don't mind using micro USB, probably you should consider PXE550. So there you have it, my unboxing and my long-term review of my Sennheiser Momentum 3. Hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.